Libyan forces say they've taken control of one of the last districts in central Sirte occupied by Islamic State fighters. After the forces secured key sites out of central Sirte last week, fighting moved into neighbourhood number 2, which the brigades say they had now captured. The pro-government of National Unity Forces are 3 months into a campaign to oust ISIL from their former North African stronghold and have captured most of the coastal city. Since August the 1st, their progress has been aided by U.S. airstrikes that have targeted Islamic State vehicles, weapons and fighting positions. U.S. Africa Command said it had carried out a total of 48 strikes as of Wednesday. Let's get more now from CCTV's Yasser Hakim, who joins us live from Cairo. So, Yasser, over the past week, we've been receiving reports of the pro-government forces taking more and more ground from ISIL. So, do we know what proportion of the city has been liberated and how much of it is still contested?
Well, you just said that neighborhood number 2 has been liberated, and at the moment the army is controlling and getting rid of the booby traps and landmines that are always left behind by ISIL. They found a couple of explosive laden cars that were planned to bomb the army soldiers. Now they took over number 2. There's still number 1 and number 3. Those are the 2 remaining main strongholds for ISIL in Sirte. Number 1, this is where the forces are beginning to move towards neighborhood number 1. This is in the center of Sirte, and there is going to be the next expected fight. And from there will be a move towards number 3, which is in the east of the town. And those, as we know, are the final strongholds or areas in Sirte that are still controlled by ISIL. These areas are not small. Just to give an idea to people haven't been there, the country is vast and the population is small. So you have small buildings, not high skyscrapers. The neighborhoods are not close to each other. They're dispersed. They're wide areas, so it's not easy to control and not easy to get rid of, to fight off the ISIL there. What made the success in the last few weeks is also not just the U.S. airstrikes, but the inclusion of the militias within the Libyan army, because the militias are more experienced in street fights, in guerrilla warfare, and are more accustomed to the geographical side of Libya, and therefore are able to fight off the ISIL militants. And that's why we've seen the latest success.
Yes, apart from Sirte, do we know where else in Libya ISIL has a foothold, and what kind of intervention is needed to totally kick the group out of Libya and the entire region?
Now, we know that there are around 5,000, according to the UN estimates, around 5,000 ISIL fighters. Scores have been killed in the last few weeks, but obviously the others are probably running away. They're going more to the south and to the west because they have been pushed to Sirte. Sirte is closer to the west of Libya. So their safe haven is going south to the borders. You've got close to the borders, these vast borders, and also to the west. So you have Tunisia, Algeria, Niger, Mali are or should be afraid of witnessing the infiltration of ISIL fighters from there. But also you've got Jafra, that's 240 kilometers south of Sirte. There has been witnessed a large number of ISIL fighters going there through the desert. Everyone's talking about Sirte, but there's a fight going on also in Benghazi, in the west side of Benghazi, where ISIL had tried to enter Benghazi again. They have been kicked out a few months ago, and there's been a battle to stop them from returning there. So again, because the area is big, they can easily hide out in several in the vast desert area, in the hills, and close to the vast borders as well. So they will be dispersed. They will be in smaller cells, not like what happened in Sirte and Derna before and Benghazi, where they were controlling a huge swaths of land with large numbers. I think they will be dispersed in small cells, and they can launch some attacks, but they will be smaller attacks with less, if you can call it, destruction or losses to the Libyan people.
All right. Yasser Hakim, live for us in Cairo. Many thanks, Yasser.